The following content is brought to you with funding from the Universal Service Fund USF via its local digital content development initiative. Enjoy the show.
Do you ever come across ads where they're showing things that you can buy online? You check their website, you see things you like, but you just don't know how to buy those things? Today, we're going to teach you how you can actually buy things online. Welcome to Mo's class. In today's episode, we are going to go through the process of buying things online and things that you need to know when you're buying things online. So whether you've bought things online before, there's still something that you can learn from today's episode. So let's get through it together. I've come across so many questions, people asking, how do I start ordering things? Can I send you some of the links of the products that I want? I want you to buy things for me. I just don't know how to go through the process. There are things that you need to know before you start ordering things online. So let's go through those things. The first thing that you need to make sure of is that you need to verify the website that you're using. Make sure that the website that you want to buy from is authentic. So you find that you want to buy things from Shein, and the website that you're on looks exactly like Shein. The products are there, everything else showing correctly. But once you put your payment details and the payment has been processed, the website disappears, or you can't access that website again. That is because that website was fake. So it's very important for you to make sure that the website that you're buying from is very authentic. People are able to create fake websites. They'll make them look very much alike to the original website. So one of the tips that you can use to ensure that you're able to avoid the scammers is just to download an application for that website. For instance, Shein has a website, PLT has a website, Fashion Nova has a website, Alibaba, and all those very authentic websites do have proper applications that you can use. So if you're not very sure of the website that you're using, go to the app. It's one of the best options that you can use instead of buying on a website. I've put up a list of some of the very authentic websites that you can use to buy your things online. Thank me later. So the second thing that you need to make sure of when you're buying products online is that you need to make sure that you read product reviews and testimonials. So on product reviews, you find that you're on a website. Let's say you want to buy a shoe, and that shoe is just too cheap. Let's say it's $2 and it's a high heel, a very nice one. Or let's say a Gucci high heel, and they're telling you that it's $15 or $30. You know that something is wrong. So it's very important for you to read reviews of the product that you want to buy. So product reviews are very important because you will be able to know what other people that have bought on that website before have to say about the product that you want to buy. I made a similar mistake the very first time I ordered things online. I remember I ordered a wig, and they said that it is a Brazilian wig and everything else. It was on AliExpress. So I saw the pricing, they were like $10. And I was like, $10 for a Brazilian wig? This is very cheap. Let me buy. The impulse buying that people talk about. So I paid for the wig. I'm like, I'm getting a Brazilian wig at $10. The wig came, and it was something that I didn't even try putting on. I just gave it to someone, and I was like, you know what? If you'll be able to wear this, I think you can get it. It was worse. It was one of the bad wigs that I've ever seen. Maybe a costume at some event, but it wasn't good. The mistake that I did was I didn't read the reviews. After I went back to the website, I found reviews of people saying, this isn't what I ordered. They said that it had a closure, but the closure that was being shown there was a plastic one. I regretted. I told myself that it's from now on, I'll always read reviews before buying something. So it's very important for you to read reviews because you'll be able to know on what people have to say about that product before you purchase it. The other thing that you need to make sure of before you start purchasing something online is you need to know their refund policies. To that website that you're buying from, do they allow refunds if you're not satisfied with the product that you've gotten? Or if they don't do refunds, what do they usually do? According to a personal experience, I like shopping on purity. And one of the policies that they do when it comes to refund, processing a refund from Malawi is very expensive, by the way. I can't just go to post office or DHL and say that I want to ship this back to the UK because I don't like the product. Because I'm going to spend so much more than how much I spent when I was buying the product. So when I'm not satisfied with the product and I inform them about that, they're able to give me discounts for my next purchase, which is a very good discount. And I'm always like, okay, we can go with it. So it's very important for you to go through the refund policies if in case you're not satisfied with the product and you want to return it. Know their return policies. Do they allow returns? If they don't, it's up to you now to decide whether you're going to go ahead with that with shopping on that website or not. So always ensure that you are able to go you go through the refund policies before you start purchasing. The other thing that a tip that you can use before buying something online is you need to compare prices. So there are different websites, and sometimes websites do sell, these online shops do sell products that are very similar. I can find a shoe on Amazon, let's say for $10, and then I can also find the very same shoe on Shein for $9. So if you're someone who likes saving, it's important for you to make sure that you verify the pricing first before you buy something. Even if you're buying a car or something, try to look around the websites, go through them and find affordable prices. If you're not going for affordable prices, and then that's it. But it's very good for you to be able to compare prices first before you pay for something at on a certain website, because you might find something cheaper in the same quality, which might help you to save. The other thing that you need to know about before you start buying things on a particular website is that you need to ensure that their payment methods are very secure. So people usually get scammed on these websites because the payment methods weren't very authentic. So make sure that that website that you're buying from uses secure payment methods. For instance, Visa cards, they're using PayPal, things like that, those, because they are very secure and they don't take so much of your personal information. Make sure that they also use two-factor authentication, because it's very important for you to verify payments before they go through. So always go for such websites that allows you that are very authentic before you process your payments. One of the tips that you need to look into is that you shouldn't go for websites that want direct payments, like they want you to pay them in cash, or let's say they want to do direct bank transfers. They say they're saying you can pay through MO. Those aren't very authentic. So always make sure that you avoid such kinds of websites and go for payment methods that are very authentic. That is Visa card and PayPal, which are very secure when it comes to shopping online. Always check shipping details. When you want to buy something on a website or online, always make sure that that website or that shop is able to ship to your country. There are some websites that do not ship to Malawi. For instance, you can go on Shein, but when you're on the Shein website, there's something like Shein US. So you have been shopping on that website. Or once it comes for you to process the payment details and then your shipping information, you find that they don't put Malawi as one of the options there. That is because that website does not ship to Malawi. So always verify with the website that you're able to ship to your country. The other thing that you need to ensure of when it comes to shipping is that you need to know the shipping fee. Some of the times you get excited about shopping online, you buy things, you tell yourself that, my target is $100. So you start shopping, you buy things for $96. And then you go to shipping, you find that the shipping fee is $40 or maybe $80 just to ship to Malawi. And then you're like, what's happening? Or you just process the payment and then you see the transaction, the amount that has been deducted from your amount is way too higher than what you expected. That is just because the shipping amount was higher than than usual, than what you expected. So always make sure that you know the shipping details, you know the amount that they are going to charge you for shipping to your country, and you also verify that that particular shop ships to your country and to your region. Avoid oversharing personal information. That is another thing that you need to make sure of when you want to buy things online. So, when you want to buy things online, they usually ask you to register your account. So, you put our names, our email address, our phone number, and our address of where we're coming from and everything else. So, that's that. Those are the basic information that they do ask for when we want to buy things online. But now, when it comes to shipping and everything else, payment of the products that we are buying, we put our card information, and that's that. So, in cases where a website is asking for so much information, like let's say your account number, those are things that you're not supposed to share. Or things like, you need to send us your PIN number when you're registering your account. Those are things that you're not supposed to share with anyone. So always avoid oversharing your information when you want to buy things online. Always have a limit of the information that you can put out there. Same things we do on social media. We always say that it's important to keep some things private. So same thing. Keep some personal information private, because once you overshare this information, let's say you're not using an authentic website, people can be able to get money from your account just because you overshared some information and they're able to transact from your account or process a payment that you haven't agreed on. So always be cautious. Share information that is always needed and you know that it's useful for that shopping process. And don't overshare by putting so much personal information, your card, especially your card details. That information is always private. So always put information that's required. Let's say the card number, the expiry date, and the PIN number that they asked in the end or to verify your shopping. So those are the only information that you can share with these online shops, but don't overshare some information. Another thing that you need to make sure of when you're buying things is to always be cautious of links that are disguised as promo codes. So there are some times when you buy things online and you're giving a promotion code, or you're just registering online and they have given you a promotion code. That is very authentic, because that is what these websites usually do to attract you to go ahead with your shopping process and end up paying for that purchase. So that's very normal. That's what happens. It's very authentic. But there are times when you come across a promotion code, a discount code, and you get so excited. Let's say they're showing you a VW and they're saying that they're giving you 70% discount. It's not very authentic, because you're asking yourself like, how? And I've never shopped on this website before. This has just popped up that they're going to give me a 70% discount. So it's very important for you to always be cautious with such kinds of promo codes. So there are some times where you should be, you know, that these promotion codes or discounts are very authentic. For instance, on Alibaba, it comes on AliExpress. There's usually discounts for Chinese New Year this January, so you know that you're able to get things cheaper on that website during this time of the year. So in January, people know that I can go on AliExpress and I'll buy things at a cheaper price because it's the Chinese New Year. Same thing in December on Amazon, on all these websites like PLT, Shein. You know that in December there's Christmas, so there's usually Christmas codes, so it's authentic. They are very authentic. You can buy and get proper promotion codes. Same thing with or in November, you know that in November we have Black Friday. So most websites are exercising Black Friday. So you can get huge discounts then. So always verify those codes, discount codes that you're getting or promo codes that you're getting. Know that, okay, this code or discount that they are offering me is very authentic. And if you're on an authentic website, you just say that, I think this is very real. It's not someone that is trying to scam me or something. For instance, on Shein, after I shop for some time, they offer you a discount code that you can use for your next purchase. You know that I can use this any time of the year. It's authentic. I can do this. But there are those scammers that I'm talking about that they just pop up with their unnecessary promo codes. Don't be fooled. Don't go for those because usually they are scammers. They just want to take your money, as I said, and then they disappear. So always make sure that these discount codes and promo codes, you just don't fall for anything that pops up on your screen. The other thing that you need to make sure of is to always read the product description. Why am I saying this? There are times when you want to buy a suit, or let's say you want to buy a couch online. Yeah. And the price that they're offering you, of course, we always say that online things are very cheaper than buying them here or buying them directly from an individual. So we get excited. So always make sure that you read the description of the product. If you're buying an outfit, you want a certain particular material, always go through the material that that outfit is made in. If you're buying a couch, always verify the dimensions of the couch. I've seen a lot of people complain about this website, Tim or something, where a lot of people buy couch chairs at a cheaper price, but what comes after that purchase is usually a very small couch. I saw someone carried it in their hand. They were like, "This is the couch that I got after paying for this couch on this website." Oh, Tim, yeah, I think that's the name of the website. So always verify the dimensions if you're buying something that you know that okay, it requires measurements. Always make sure that you verify the dimensions and read through the description of the item. See if it matches what you're looking for. You want to buy a TV online, make sure that you verify the dimension. Is it a 65-inch one? Is it a smart TV? Go through the descriptions of the item because you might be thinking that just because I'm getting it online or I'm getting it from the UK, it must be a smart TV. No, it might not be a smart TV. So always make sure that you go through the description, and if something that requires measurements, go through the dimensions of the product. Even shoes, high heels. There are some people who can't walk in 6 or 5-inch heels. Always go to the description and see, okay, this is a 3-inch. I can walk in this. This is a 2-inch. I can comfortably walk in this, or it's an office shoe that I'll be using. A 2-inch is perfect, or 3-inch is perfect. So always make sure you go through the description and choose something that matches your description and dimension because it is very important for you once that product arrives. And usually when you want to return such products, they always tell you that, but it was written in the description. So if you didn't go through what we wrote in the description, it isn't our fault because everything else was already written. So always verify the description. Go through the reviews. What have people said about that product? If there are pictures, go through the pictures that people took, not the website's one, but also the pictures that people took, because that also give you a proper picture of what you should expect on that particular product. Another thing that you need to do once you start ordering things online or once you've ordered something is that you should ensure that that website is able to provide you with a tracking number. they're able to track or trace where your product is at that time. So when you buy things online, they usually send you a tracking number once they ship that product. So you should be able to trace where your product is at a certain particular moment. When is it going to get to you? You should be able to know that, okay, now it's here. It's here. In 3 days' time, I'm gonna have my item in this country. So tracking your product also helps you to see if it's stuck. You are able to know that, okay, my product is stuck, but I can see that it's in this country. This is how long it's gonna take for me to get that product delivered to me. It offers you some skills for the peace of mind that, okay, my product was really shipped and I'm gonna get it sooner or later. So you have to ensure that that website is able to provide you with tracking numbers. How can you do that? There's always a section where they say that you can chat with the personnel for that shop. There's always that section at the corner of the website. Or if you're using an application, there's always that section where they say you can have a chat with the personnel from that shop. So you can ask them that, okay, do you provide tracking numbers once you ship the product? So if they do, that means you'll be able to trace where your product is at some particular time. So that's very important for you as well. Always use strong passwords and a two-factor authentication. So, your passwords, know your passwords. Keep your passwords to yourself. And your passwords should usually or always be strong. Uh, this is important because there's sometimes when maybe you change phones or you logged in on a different computer into a website where you tried to buy and everything, and you kept your purchase, your payment information there. Someone can go into that same shop, they process a payment, change shipping details, and ship things to themselves. So always make sure that your password is very strong. And apart from that, always ensure that you use a two-factor authentication when you're buying things online. That is when you're logging in, it should be able to confirm to you if it is really you that's trying to log in. And apart from that, when you want to pay for something, they should also be able to send you a verification, let's say a code for you to verify the payment. Not just because the card information is there and then the payment goes through at the same time. No, they should be able to send you a code or an email to verify whether you want that payment to go through. So it's very important for you to use a very strong password and always use two-factor authentication for security purposes. The other thing that you need to make sure of is to always avoid using public Wi-Fi when you're shopping online or you're accessing your private information. It's very important to avoid public Wi-Fi when you're shopping online because with public Wi-Fi, it means that the person on the other end, the owner of that Wi-Fi, can access your private information or whatever you've been doing online, each and every information that you've been doing, each and every detail about you, they can be able to access it and they can do with it whatever they want. So always ensure that you avoid using public Wi-Fi when you're making some transactions or trying to pay for something or even just something that includes your personal information. Always avoid using public Wi-Fi when you want to make such important purchases or decisions about online. The other thing that you need to do is to always check the contact details of the website that you're using. So verify whether their customer service contact details work. You can try emailing them or the support center. You can contact them, say, inquire about a certain product, inquire about shipping details, inquire about their payment methods, how does it work? Can you use a certain particular payment method just to see that they are active and they are able to respond? So that helps you to also verify the authenticity of that website, because if you are able to message them and they are able to reply instantly and they are able to give you proper responses to your questions or queries, it means that they are authentic and they have given you proper customer care information, contact details. So always ensure that you have the proper and authentic contact customer care details, just in case something goes wrong. Let's say you get a product that you didn't order, or you have received a damaged product. You'll be able to trace it back and contact their call centers, because they are very active. So always verify that their contact centers uh, are very active and they are able to respond to your queries. Another thing that you need to make sure of is, don't share your CVV pin when you're ordering things online. Don't share that pin with anyone else. Just use it to verify, to confirm your payment, but don't send that to anyone. Let's say the customer care center ask you for that pin. You're not supposed to send it to them. So when you're making payments online, make sure that your card details are kept private. You're only able to provide the information that they are asking for. For instance, you've ordered things on Shein. You have selected dresses, shoes, makeup, brushes, everything else that you've bought, you've gone to check out. Now you have to put on your card details. There are very specific information that you can share, and there's some information that you can share with anyone. For instance, you can share your account number, because that's not something you should be sharing with anyone. For especially these online shops, there's only a card number that you need to share, the expiry date, and the pin that's behind your card, just to demonstrate. Uh, this is a card. This is an old card. It expired. The details aren't even working. It's from 2020 or something. So I want to pay for something online. So the first thing that they are going to ask for is the card number. So the card number is usually this long number that's here. It's 4444, 16 digits. So the card number that they ask for is the 16-digit number. So that means you have to put this number. After that, they ask for the expiry date of your card. So you put in the expiry date of the card. That's that. After that, now to verify the to verify your card for the payment to go through, there are some times that they do ask for your name, so you include also the name on the card. But to verify, for you to now say that okay, this payment can go through, they do ask for the CVV number, which is the number that's at the back of your card. So below this black line, there's this eyes, and then at the very end there's a 3-digit number. This 3-digit number is the number that is used as a pin when you're buying things online. So you put this number, and then your your order is processed. So if you're using a 3-factor authentication, a 2-factor authentication, as you said, they're able to send you, let's say they're able to say, we're going to send you a message for you to verify this payment. So you get a message with a code, and then you put in the code on the website, and your payment goes through. If you don't use 2-factor authentication, that's when it just goes through. So it's very important for you to always keep your card information private. That is why they're always saying, don't share your card details with anyone. Don't just take pictures of your card and then post. Sometimes we just want to show people that you have a black card, so you just show it anyway. So it's very important for you to keep your card details information, especially this number. It has to be private. Don't share it with anyone else. The last thing that I have to talk about is, don't be fooled by the price. Yes, pricing should not be the reason you buy something. Of course, on so many circumstances, it is the reason why you buy something. It is because of the price. But there are some instances when the price just doesn't make sense. So don't be fooled by the price. They can tell me that I've gone on Amazon, I want to buy a laptop, and then they are telling me that I can buy a laptop at $20. Don't be fooled by that, because you can buy a laptop at $20. So there's sometimes when the price isn't making sense. That's how you know that this website is not authentic. I've talked about my past experience with ordering wigs online where I thought I can buy Brazilian wigs around 2018 for $10. It wasn't making sense. So always don't be fooled by the price, because of course we want cheaper things, but sometimes the prices don't make sense. So that is why we're saying that you need to verify, check the reviews, what have customers said about that product. If they don't have reviews, that should be another red flag for you to know that something is wrong. I don't need to buy this thing, because pricing should be able to make sense. It's okay to say that I can buy a hue at $5, even at $6, because why not? It's making sense. But sometimes there's some products that are pricey, doesn't make sense. That is why people are getting small, a palm-sized couch, because they thought that they can buy a whole couch at $20, which doesn't make sense. So always make sure that you have gone through all the things that we have talked of before you start buying things online. Let's do a demo on how you can start buying things online. So from the comments that I've been getting and everything else, it seems like a lot of people want to know how to buy things on Shein. Shein, as I say, Shein, whatever, however you like it. So let's go through that. First thing first, that means you need to go on Google, open your Google, and on Google, you are going to search for Shein or Shein. Okay, the spelling is the same, different pronunciation. Okay, so search for Shein. So once you search for Shein, there are going to be different kinds of auctions or results that are gonna come through. So you open the one that says Shein.com, comes the https whatever Shein.com. So that's the one that you're going to open. So once you open that link, it's gonna take you to their home. What do you call this? Yeah, home. It's gonna take you there with different products that they're selling and everything else. And at the very far end below there, it's written me. That's where now you need to start registering as a buyer on Shein. So it's written sign in or register once you click on that option. So on sign in or registering, you open it. It opens with the first option, which is email address or phone number. So you put in your email address or your phone number. Usually I recommend the email address because it is easier. That way they are able to send you confirmations faster than the phone number one. So you put in your email address. If you don't want to register like that, there's an option where you can use Google or Facebook. Sometimes I use Google because it is also easier that way. It means I don't have to put in so many details. So whichever option seems easier for you. So we have put in our email address. We click continue. You go to the next page, which is now your password. So as you said, your password needs to be strong. You need to use a password that only you know, and it is a strong one. But most importantly, something that you can easily remember. So put on a password that's very, you won't be able to forget it easily. But if you forget, you can always recover it anyway. So after that, you click register. So when you register it, pops up, congratulations. Now put in your number. You can put in your phone number. They send you a verification code. You get your code through your phone number, and that's it. You can start buying your things online. You have registered. They send you a registration success. You can start your first order. Usually they come with a discount code saying that once you buy things, we are going to give you this discount code as a welcoming, a good welcoming gesture. So that's that. Now, we have registered. websites usually come with their accept cookies. Accept them all, and proceed. Let's start shopping. So we go to the home page. Now we want to buy something. Let's say we are looking for black dresses, body hacking dresses, a maxi dress. So you go to the search bar. Now you include the information that of the product that you're looking for. So as I've said, I want a maxi dress. Should be black in color, body hugging. So I put that. That means all maxi dresses that are black in color are gonna pop up, and I'm gonna start scrolling and choose something that I like. So when the options are there, you have clicked on something that you like. You have to select your size or the size that you're looking for, the number of products that you want, and that's that. It is added to your catalog. Your catalog is more like your basket. Picture it as you're going in through Chipigu, you're getting something added to your basket, getting something added to your basket. If you've changed your mind, maybe the prices are too high, you want to remove something, you get it out of the catalog. You just delete an item. You want to add another one, you do that. You search for whatever you're looking for, and that's that. So you've gotten everything that you wanted. You're satisfied with the products, you're satisfied with the total price. Now you want to check out. So checking out is where now you want to the process of now confirming the products that are in your catalog and going ahead to payment. So usually the once you do the checkout process, they give you an option for shipping. So some websites give you, let's say, standard shipping or express shipping. So you're going to choose according to the kind of shipping you want. And there are some websites that do give you free shipping. If you've reached a certain amount that you've bought, they ship things for free. And if you haven't, you have to pay for shipping. So the standard or express. Standard is cheaper than the express one. Express, of course, is faster. The standard one is a little bit slow. So after you do that option, you go ahead to payment. So on payment, as we have said previously, you include your name, the card that's on your name, the name that's on your card, the 16-digit number, which is the card number, the expiry date, and the PIN number that's at the back of your card. I've already said so much about that previously, so I'm not going to go into much details about that. Once you do that, there's also the shipping details. Now you have to include the information of where the product has to be shipped to. So you include the country that you're in, the city. So if I'm in Lilongwe, that means I'm going to indicate that Lilongwe. That means once the product is in Malawi, I'm going to collect it from Lilongwe. If I indicate Blantyre, that means I'm going to get it from Blantyre. If I indicate Zuzu, I'm going to get it from Zuzu. So always include shipping information of where you're going to be at that time. Let's say I'm based in Lilongwe, but they're saying that the product is going to get to me in 3 weeks' time. In 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be in Blantyre for like a month or two. So it means I can put Blantyre so that the item should get to me in Blantyre and I get it from there. So shipping information always includes exact details of where you are or where you want to get your item from. So after that, you include the shipping details are done, the payment information is done. Now you can check out or place payment or confirm payment. So once you confirm payment, if you use two-factor authentication, you're going to get a code, you verify, and the payment is done. You're ready to get your item and you can wait for your order. That's the process of buying things online, especially on Shein, as requested by so many of you. That's all I had for you in today's episode of buying things online and going through shopping on Shein, the process of registering, shopping, and yeah, that's that. I'll see you in the next episode and thank you for watching. Bye.